entitled, Women Are the Rock. The rock that forms Earth's crust are continually destroyed and remade in an endless process called the rock cycle. Rocks are formed by melting, cooling, and solidifying, by changing through heat and pressure, by weathering and erosion. Harriet Tubman, Fannie Lou Hamer, Rosa Parks, Coretta Scott King, Oprah Winfrey, Serena Williams, Michelle Obama, Florence Nightingale, Mary Elijah Mahoney, Aileen Ewell and the 12 founding jewels of Chi Eta Phi, Dr. Deborah Stamps, Beatrice McLeod, Easter Tucker, Dr. Marjorie Lovett Scott. What do all of these women have in common? They are powerhouses. They are strong, they are powerful, dynamic women. These women and many others represent how strong and courageous women can be. They are rocks. They are the very foundation upon which we stand. Many of us stand upon their shoulders. They are trailblazers as we follow the trails that they have paved for us. Women are the rock of our communities, our families, our organizations, society, and our country. We descend from them. We carry out their vision and their purpose. We are their dreams realized. I wonder how many of us would be where we are if it weren't for rocks like these women. Surviving the heat, surviving the oppression, the push, the pull, the naysayers, the haters, the process. Some of you may have heard me tell the story of one of the particular shoulders that I stand upon. When I was a senior at Spelman College, I was lucky enough to be a recipient of a special program where I was an intern at Jones Day Law Firm in Atlanta, Georgia. Jones Day is one of the largest law firms in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's also a national firm. So I started on my first day, I was very excited. I was selected out of a group of about 75 other students from Spelman and Morehouse who had submitted applications for that program. And I went in and it was the first time I ever had an office, right? Because I was 21. And I was just amazed at what I had accomplished. I walked into this huge law firm space. It's got 17 floors, and I have a glass stone etched with my name on the outside. I was really impressed with myself. I went in and closed the door, and I was like, wow, I have an office. You know, this is the life that I've worked so hard to achieve. This is the first step as an intern. So we went through orientation, we went through the day, meeting people all around the law firm, talking with people. Instead of loving the idea of other people loving us. You also need to stop and show gratitude and give yourself credit for where you are right now. While it's important to focus on the future and the goals that you have set for yourself, pat yourself on the back for all that you have already endured and overcome. Sometimes we get so caught up on the next goal and the next task, we don't stop to show gratitude for all that we have. I'm grateful for where I'm at, but I'm excited about where I'm going. You have to do these things to make sure your surface doesn't become cracked because you are a rock. I am a rock. We are rocks. The rock is significant. When I graduated from law school in 2010, I started work at a rock.
Service is a part of this member's DNA. Since high school, she has volunteered in the hospital, taking care of babies afflicted with AIDS. This is what prompted her to go into healthcare. This member has been a nurse for over 25 years and joined Beta Chi Chi in 2007 because she was drawn to the motto, service to humanity, service for humanity, in the mission to elevate the plane of nursing. As a member of Beta Chi Chi, she has participated in mentoring, in teaching LPN students at REOC, numerous blood pressure screenings, and a variety of health education programs. This member has held a variety of positions within the chapter, such as nominating chair, beta sponsor, anti-bacillus, and president. And now, she is serving as the chapter's historian. She is currently an assistant professor in nursing at Nazareth College and keeps up with her clinical practice at U of R, working in the Medical Intensive Progressive Care Unit. Say that fast. She has been the instructor to several members of Beta Chi Chi and also finds time to mentor others in the field of nursing along the way. This year's Member of the Year is awarded very wholeheartedly and proudly to Dr. Marie Bell. Not be a statistic herself, but to do something positive. She started Peace for Christ Fest, which honored her slain son. She soon renamed her initiative Rock the Peace Fest, as it had evolved into a yearly event. She wanted to broaden the name to not only honor her son, but to honor all the victims and their families that have been paralyzed by any act of inner city violence. From Ms. Cotton's humble beginnings to present, her list of initiatives continue to grow. Programs such as Community Youth Outreach, the Speakers Bureau, and Why My Baby, to name a few. Ms. Cotton has created a calendar of events in hopes to rid our city streets of violence. Currently, she is working with the Rochester Police Department in their Buy the Guns Back campaign. Ms. Cotton is a remarkable woman with great faith, who is determined to help those affected by violence in our community find peace in knowing that they are not alone. There is someone who cares, and that someone is Miss Serena Cotton. All over the city, looking for ways to make a positive impact in the young men's lives. He is truly a role model to many. We salute you, Mr. Lewis, for your demonstration of service and leadership to so many young men in our community. Thank you. Since 1981, Dr. Perdita serves as assistant pastor to her husband at Newborn Fellowship Christian Center, located at 1550 North Clinton Avenue in the inner city of Rochester, New York. They are blessed parents of 5 children and 8 grandchildren. As the Executive Director of Ministry Affairs, Dr. Perdita is called to build people of power, purpose, and praise. As stated earlier, she is the founder of Covenant Women's Ministry, where she teaches women how to live life and life more abundantly. She imparts knowledge and wisdom into their lives. She facilitates monthly workshops, mentoring women on how to live a victorious life at home, in their marriage, dealing with their children, and their place of business. Teaching people to look beyond their environment and believe that all things are possible through faith is how Dr. Perdita received her honorary doctoral degree from St. Thomas Christian University College, located in Jacksonville, Florida, in 2009. Let's give her a hand.
Her family migrated to the United States from Costa Rica with the dream of a brighter future. Along with her intense nursing program studies, Ms. Wheatley has volunteered at several local food pantries and was a youth ambassador in mission with her church. She even had an opportunity to travel to Bolivia to serve others through ministry work. Ms. Wheatley's life experiences have given her a new perspective on the importance of being adaptable and flexible in new situations. Some words that have been used to describe Ms. Wheatley are hardworking, dedicated, kind, compassionate, thoughtful, personable, and professional. Congratulations on your achievements, Tirsha Wheatley. The jungles of the southern part of the Philippines, as a child of missionaries, shaped her worldview and provided a better understanding of the true sense of community. As a student nurse, Ms. Dobble had an opportunity to join a missions trip to Bulgaria, where she worked with victims of human trafficking. Once her undergraduate studies are complete, she plans to utilize her nursing skills and knowledge to continue working with victims of human trafficking in her nursing career. Ms. Dobble says, I'm excited to see what the future holds for me as I move forward with a deep desire for all people to be reached with quality medical care, both stateside and abroad. Ms. Stabel has been described as empathetic, creative, innovative, warm, a delightful person, and a hard-working leader with true grit. Please join me, along with Ms. Dr. Janice Harbin, and the CEO of Jordan Health, in congratulating Marjorie Stabel. In her current nursing role, Ms. Young has modeled positive leadership as the VFC coordinator and leads the Refugee Patient Program. She was recently recognized by her colleagues and identified as an Employee of the Month for her leadership and dedication to patient care. Ms. Young has been described as knowledgeable, responsible, a true asset, someone who gets the job done, a strength and a valued member of our team. She has plans to continue her education and work towards a baccalaureate degree in nursing at the College of Rockport. Her desire is to stay in the Rochester area and work as a labor and delivery nurse. Please join me in congratulating Stephanie Young on her achievements. She also had a family member who fell ill and needed close monitoring. Ms. Orden took the initiative to begin caring for her loved one. And it was during that time that she knew a career in nursing is what she wanted to pursue. Ms. Orden says, as a nurse, I plan on giving back to my community and gain enough practical experience to better myself so that I am able to effectively care for patients. She has been described as insightful, committed, accountable, timely, an engaged leader, and passionate about patient care. After gaining more education and experiences, she aspires to begin her career as a medical surgical nurse in a hospital setting. Let's congratulate Celeste Orton for her achievements about encouraging the advancement of education, particularly with student nurses of color. It is our honor to continue sharing their legacy through this Student Nurse Scholarship. Ms. Brewster is in her junior year in the traditional undergraduate program at Nazareth College. She currently has a 3.2 grade point average and is on track to be a May 2021 graduate. In addition to staying on top of her studies, Ms. Orton is an active member of the Black Student Union and volunteers her time with students in the Monroe County Public Schools in the urban-suburban program. She is a mentor and shares experiences to motivate students to pursue a college education despite obstacles they may encounter. Ms. Brewster has been described as an eager learner with an awareness and interest to give back to the community around her. She has also been described as enthusiastic, one who brings unity and inclusivity, curious, eager to learn, and an asset to the nursing profession. Ms. Brewster has always had a dream to have a career in healthcare and believes that this profession allows one to give back to the community in ways you won't see in other professions. Upon successful completion of her nursing program, her goal is to become a registered nurse in oncology with a focus in women's health. Congratulations to you, Nadine Brewster, on your achievements.